Yesterday we had a sell position running with a TP target around the 1901 level, and we actually hit our TP target on the first position at about 2400 pips. Remember, the first position was triggered at the breakdown retest of both the trend line here and the $1925 level. Then we had a second position triggered at the breakdown of the $1920 level, and that one also closed with 1900 pips. So we have over 4,000 pips in profit on the XAUUSD as at today. At least minimum we have about over 4,000 pips on that one. Now we saw this bullish momentum that happened yesterday, and sincerely I missed out on this opportunity yesterday, as this bullish momentum took us all the way up into the 1930 level. Remember, I told you that as soon as price action moves in our favor and gets into the $1900 level, we want to be monitoring what is really our price action is going to be reacting to that structure to decide if we are going to be adding more position to our sell position, or we shall be getting ready to join a decline. You know, I told you if we are going to be adding more sell position, we want to see a breakdown of the 1900 to add more sell position. But if we start seeing buy pressure here, we want to be joining a rally to the upside. So for those who had been on standby to have taken advantage of this move at the site of this buy pressure at the 1900 level, well done guys, kudos to you, as you would currently have been running with about over 2400 pips in profit. Now, going into the New York session today, what is going to be our plans? What are we going to be looking out for? Well, first of all, I want to call our attention to this bearish momentum that we have been witnessing here since the later part of last week's trading session. And as a result of that bearish momentum, I was able to connect the series of lower highs here, which gave us this temporary bearish trend line, which you can see on your screen right now. And this trend line has been guiding our bearish momentum since the beginning of the week, and the same thing has continued here. As you saw here, as soon as this bullish momentum got into the 1930 level, we begin to see some consolidation phase around this area to further emphasize the indecision in this market. And one thing about this indecision, like I told you earlier, majority of the participants in this market are anticipating the macroeconomic event coming up later today, and in that regard, a lot of people have stepped aside, bringing little liquidity in the market, waiting for this to happen to bring some catalyst into this market. So right now we have a beautiful channel between the $1930 level and the $1925 area, and this shall be the basis for our trading activity for today. And you know, in this community, whenever we have something like a simple channel like this, all we need to do is to remain patient here and wait out for either a breakout of the channel to the upside, that is a breakout of the 1930 to welcome a buy position, or a breakdown of the 1925 level to be thinking of selling the XAUUSD for today. For me personally, I actually had a sell position running at the 1930 after identifying selling pressure around this area, and as soon as price tested that bearish trend line, continued with selling pressure below the 1090, I actually sold there, and I've moved my stop loss to break even here to protect my position against any sudden pullback that might likely happen at this point. I'm still tending towards a bearish momentum on the XAUUSD as long as price action remains below the 1930 and this bearish trend line that has been guiding bearish momentum since the later part of last week's trading session. And if this bearish momentum continues to the downside, breaking down the 1925, we had more position. For the breakdown of the 1920, will welcome additional position on this one. So let's see how this is going to play out during the New York session. So I hope that we'll be on standby to catch either of these moves when they finally happen. If you have any questions regarding what I just explained so far, feel free to drop your inquiries in the comment section, and I promise to be willing to be of help in that regard.